Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of March 23rd through the 29th. And during that time, we'll have a waning crescent moon, and that's a really good time for surrender, rest, and healing. A time to just let go and prepare for the new cycle ahead, which of course starts on the 29th, which is our new moon. And that's a time for a fresh start, new beginnings, good time to start new work or make new decisions. So please keep those moon energies in mind as you're moving through your week. All right, Cancer, since my readings are free to you, all I ask in return is that you hit that subscribe button. It really does help my channel, and it's super easy for you to do. So I will give you just a moment right now for you to do that. Thank you so much. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and helping me build a community here. I really do appreciate that. Okay, Cancer, this will be an intuitive general reading for the energies that you may or may not encounter this week. So, of course, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, your overall message card is a new start is coming. So, perfect timing with that new moon that will be coming up. New moon, new start. So, yeah, let's take this week to kind of rest and relax a little bit, especially mentally, so that you're getting ready for that new start. All right, as I'm shuffling the tarot cards, I would like to remind you to learn something new this week. Pick a topic that you've had some interest in, and really take the time to do a deep dive and focus on it. Set aside some time to do this. Might just be an hour or two, but you can afford that. Take a couple of hours for yourself, but just really focus and study, take notes, and really absorb the thing that you're learning. So that's just my friendly reminder for the week. All right, Cancer, March 23rd through 29th, a new start is coming. Okay, your overall energy for this reading, Queen of Swords. So, a new start for you starts with really clarity of mind and clarity of thought and clarity of messaging. This is just you. I like to point out that her hand's coming out here like she says what's on her mind and means it. She knows who she is and isn't afraid to say it. Great energy. Your current situation is the Lovers. So, okay, a new start for some of you. This could be a new relationship. This could also be a renewal of a relationship that you're in right now. But it looks like some new start for you, and it looks like it involves a romantic partnering here. So that's very interesting there, Cancer. At the root of your situation is the Queen of Pentacles. So, you're in an energy where the material world around you is well, Queen of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. So, it's kind of the same energy. Very decisive here intellectually, but this is also being, kind of decisive and understanding about the material world. Great energies there with a couple of queens coming out. Recent past is the Ace of Swords. So, you've had some sort of mental breakthrough or aha moment here, and it could be when it comes to your relationship. Or again, if you're meeting someone new. So, some breakthrough. There's been something new, and a new start is coming. I mean, I'm pretty excited about the whole thing, and I'm sure your romantic partner will be as well. What is on your mind this week is the Devil card. Well, Cancer, what is going on? So, uh, I'm just going to point out that look at these two cards. Got the Lovers card, and this looks like a beautiful angel. This relationship is, ordained by the universe. And then you've got this guy over, kind of there's some similarities there. So when it comes to your love life, and if the devil is showing up, because this is on your mind, remember, this is kind of a card of dependency, distraction. This can be obsession. Are you obsessed with someone? In a good or bad way. This is kind of being closed-minded. This is being in a card of being in denial, of self-doubt. This can also just kind of be a lack of confidence. So this is on your mind when it comes to, here you are trying to make this new start. And like I said, either with a new person or, in a relationship that you're already in and you're kind of already having like self-doubt and there's just kind of, I see this as like the angel on one shoulder and the devil on the other. And the angel's like, oh, look at this person, they're so great, let's do this nice thing. And the devil's like, nah, no, we're not doing, just kind of fighting back and forth. Very interesting, Cancer. And I just wish you the best with this because how frustrating. You've got to make your own decisions. These cards here, you know who you are intellectually. You definitely know who you are in the material world. You've had this breakthrough. Let's not let that devil rule you too much this week. What is just ahead of you this week? I'm so curious to see is the star card. So, you know the direction you want to go into. You know that you're on course, with this new way of thinking. And let's not give that devil too much audience. You've got some clarity about how you want to move forward with this and don't have the self-doubt. Maybe that's part of your, it's the part it's the part of your new change is to not have that self-doubt, to just move forward with your passion. Just go with it and don't be listening to that little voice inside your head that's causing you any sort of self-doubt at all. What is in your advice position is the King of Pentacles. So, this kind of has to do with your material world too. And this new start is about moving in together. We've got a couple of these cards about your material world. You thinking about moving in with this person? Is there some doubt creeping in there about that? You know the direction you want to go in. So yeah, very interesting. Let's see. What is beyond your control? I'm so curious now about the rest of your cards. Beyond your control is a little bit of celebrating. Okay, that's good. Secret desire, what you're trying to avoid is the Temperance card here. So is it your secret desire is to have that balance, that balance of not only passion but also, this is emotion and material world here. This is the epitome of kind of balancing those things. So, and interesting because I find the Star card and the Temperance card to be so similar also, with here we are in the emotions of these waters, and we're pouring this back and forth. One foot's kind of in on the material plane. Also with this card, same thing, pouring those waters, those emotional feelings, kind of getting them out onto the world. But those are two cards of kind of balance and control. um the fact that there's two of those, I'm going to tell you also to look up the angel number 222. And not that I'm seeing a lot of twos appearing, but I'm seeing this pairing pattern here. So we've got King and Queen of Pentacles. I would call that a pairing. Again, we've got the Lover card here with the Devil. A little bit of a pairing here. These two cards here with the Temperance and the Star. And I would also call these two Queens. Kind of a lot a theme of twos that I'm seeing appear. So I'm going to say, Cancer, go look up angel number 2222. What did I say? 222. So a set of four twos. Go look that up. See if that means anything to your situation this week, because it just may be there to help you. In your outcome position is the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck. This is a good outcome. Again, don't listen to this devil. Don't listen to him. He's going to try to throw you off this week. You let yourself go have this new start. I think it's balanced. It's a good thing. You're coming from this aha moment. Your world is just very balanced. It's great. Celebrate and you enjoy this new thing, and you let that devil, you don't listen to him. What is hidden from you this week is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is some sort of action here in the material realm, and it might not be the week to take action. And again, I'm getting the feeling that if this is like a new budding relationship and you're thinking about moving in together, as a new start. You may not do that this week. This action is hidden from you. Whatever action you're thinking about taking, you're kind of laying that groundwork, but the action is removed. So where it's kind of status quo, but it does seem like there's a lot of thoughts, and this new start is coming. It may not be this week. Again, this action card is hidden, but you're in the right direction. And yeah, you're not going to let this devil on your shoulder that's trying to just throw in a bunch of self-doubt and different things. The devil's trying to throw you off. Don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. You ignore that devil on your shoulder. Let's get a final outcome here. Oh, cards flying. We're going to take that card, but let's get another as well. Final outcome here for Cancer with this new romantic start. I'm going to take this card on top and this one. Okay. Reach for the stars. Beautiful. And become a clear channel. Know what you want. Don't listen to this devil. I don't think he's serving you this week. I mean, sometimes the devil is there to kind of teach you that lesson and kind of kind of be that intuitive helper that's making you kind of see things a little clearly. Like, sometimes you need a little self-doubt. I just don't feel like you do this week on this. I feel like everything else is saying, look, this is balanced, this is good, and listen to yourself more than anything else that's on the table. You listen to yourself. If this is right for you, you're going to know that, Cancer, and it's time to at least be thinking about the action that you're going to take. And if this means you move this relationship forward, or you decide to move in together, or you say, you decide to say yes to an engagement or to a marriage proposal or something, something where this is kind of moving, it's kind of a level up, then only you know those answers, and don't let that self-doubt creep in on you this week. So Cancer, I really appreciate your time here with me today. And I do hope there was something in this reading that you can take away and use. I love the outcome side of this so much. I love that the sun is there. You're going to do the right thing this week when it comes to this relationship. If you're comfortable sharing, of course, leave me a comment and let me know. It helps me help you. I'd love to know what you're going through out there. I do read every comment. Also, I post readings every week. So feel free to join me next week, and we'll see if this energy continues or if there's something totally new here for you next week. Also, if you like my reading style, of course, I'll say again, please like and subscribe. It really does help my channel, and I really do appreciate that so much. So thanks so much for being here, Cancer, and I do wish you the best of luck with all of this that's going on for you this week. So thanks, and we'll see you next time, Cancer. Bye-bye.